I guess. This brush right here. So it's curly, and I put shea butter in it. But this is my neighborhood. I live in Lonsdale, it's a hood. And I moved from here. Like, I was in high school the senior year, I moved from here, and I came back. And I'm just in a completely different area now, but it's like, y'all seen, like, I showed y'all how people was treating me here. You know, just with they was throwing stuff at me, and I'm gonna walk across this field. It's on that bench, but they was throwing stuff at my windows, rocks and stuff. There were neighbors of mine right next door banging on my walls every day. They still do it. You know what I'm saying? There was people just leaving trash in our front yard, literally. Like, just leaving trash there. Just a bunch of rude, mean things. Just uncalled for. And for a little bit, I felt like I didn't even want to go outside. I was like, do I want to go outside and, you know, be out here in front of these people? But it's like, who cares? You know what I mean? Who cares if I'm out here? I got my notebook. But who cares if I'm out here living my life? You know what I mean? Where's the sun? The sun? I want the sun to come. The bench is all wet. Ugh. It's okay though. So I'm just gonna sit on it with my jacket. It's all waterproof and stuff. It'll be fun. Try a spot. Oh goodness. But yeah, guys. It's a little cold out here. But it feels nice to be able to breathe. Sometimes I just stay in my room all day. I of course do things that make me happy, but I really just stay in there and I meditate and I listen to music and watch my favorite show. I just take care of myself. I do self-care baths, and I really appreciate all that I do for myself to keep myself content, even through the chaos, you know what I mean? Just recently, my sister, first of all, she was talking to me about how my granny, you know, and my aunt be having feuds, and how my aunt is really, like, cruel to her, you know? She was threatening to crash her car if she didn't let her keep it, and a bunch of horrible things. And then she was saying how she was disrespectful, and, you know, I agree, because that's horrible, right? And what she did was she started to bring me into the disrespect, saying that I was disrespectful. I was like, I'm not disrespectful. I know how I behave. I know how intentional I am with my energy and my words. I'm never disrespectful. She started to give examples, false examples of what she thought was disrespectful and what she felt was true, which was lies, you know, shown to her by my granny. Someone who probably tried to set me up to get killed. You know what I mean? It's like, why would you listen to her? Even my sister, my throat is gone, my voice. I just, like, was talking to my sister, and she just started bashing me in the middle of her bashing my aunt about bashing my granny. Like, she took her car and just, you know, threatened to crash it if she don't let her keep it, and all kinds of horrible things. I'm like, that's horrible. That is disrespectful, you know what I'm saying? And she says, you're disrespectful too, and you be disrespecting her. And I'm like, I never disrespect my granny, bro. I never do that. If she goes out of her way to disrespect me, then yeah, I'm gonna retaliate. You know, I'm not gonna cuss her out of her fit, like call her a B word and stuff. I'm not gonna do none of that. I'm gonna correct her where she's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because I know people be, you know, acting a certain way to me in this house. They act to me like I'm the villain, like I'm the one who doing all the harm and stuff. Like,
is something that I don't understand. And for my own big sister to come at me like that and act like she wanted to fight me in front of my nieces and all of this stuff, it blows my mind completely, and it disappoints me. For her to just the other day tell me about bipolar disorder, and our family has bipolar disorder, our mom did, and she thinks I do, and I'm like, I have control over my feelings. She starts getting like just super upset at me though while she's talking about I'm disrespectful, and I correct her. I'm like, I'm not disrespectful. I know myself. You know what I mean? You can't tell me about myself, and I know about myself. I know how I treat people. I know how intentional I am. You know what I'm saying? And she just starts giving examples, false examples of what she thinks is true about what happened and the lies that my granny told her. Clearly, she didn't like me in the first place. For her to tell me that I'm a bitch and disrespectful and stuff, and just started calling me out my name. I walked away from her. I was like, I don't care about this conversation anymore, because I see you just flipped it on me and made it seem like I'm a bad person, even though she got her car. Why are we flipping it on Patra? Like, you acting just like mommy, you know what I mean? Our mother was somebody who was just hurtful, you know what I mean? Just she carries the same characteristics, just throwing that shit on me, trauma dumping on me. At one point was upset at me because I cared about my nieces so much. I gave them affection. She couldn't in that way, I guess, so she would bash me and make me feel bad, you know what I mean? Just a whole lot of animosity floating around in my own family coming back to me. And I'm like, why am I getting this? Why am I receiving this? Because I love everyone unconditionally. I don't get it. Confusing.
But my sister showed me that I can't rely on anybody for anything but myself. She told me that we have a condition that runs in our family, bipolar disorder, and I took that into consideration, considering our mom was bipolar and our father as well. And then I seen that her consistently blowing up on me over and over showed me that she has the disorder as well, you know what I mean? And she's been taking her anger out on me. And me realizing that, I realized I'm in control of my feelings, you know what I mean? I'm in control of what I choose to do, what I choose to say. And I'm intentional. I'm positively intentional, you know what I mean? So when people try and go out of their way, specifically my family, to taint my character and make me seem as if I'm doing things that I'm not, you know what I mean? It baffles me. The fact that she was saying these things in front of my nieces baffled me. I was like, why would you even imply that? You know what I mean? I was like, I'm done with this conversation. Because I know what happened to me. You weren't even there. You know what I mean? For you to fake like I'm disrespectful and like I've done this and that, you was not there. You were fed lies. Oh, I suffered. And when I told you about it, I became the bad guy in your light. And you bashed me for what I've been through. I've been holding back really on explaining and elaborating on just really what I've been going through. And I didn't want to make my sister seem as if she was the bad person that she is. You know what I mean? She's never been supporting me. She's never really been here for me. I just didn't want to put her on blast. She's never been here for me. She's let me be thrown to the wolves of abuse. She threw me right to the wolves. She was like, well, there's nothing I could do about it. And I was like, I took that in. And I thrived within that, knowing that all I got is me, knowing that I'm powerful in my own power, you know what I mean? I'm capable of anything I put my mind to, on my own. And, you know, she hasn't been the best big sister. as supportive as I needed her to be, like, just here for me. You know what I mean? When I was being starved by my grandmother and my aunt, when I was being preyed upon by my uncle, when I was being lied upon, when my granny was, trying to seduce my ex-boyfriend, and then making me seem like I was being disrespectful by being with him. She joined in on that as well. And it left me completely confused. Like, why would my sister be, so negligent towards what I'm going through? I was completely confused, so I just kept running to her for love, for help. At one point, she didn't even want me to come over her house. She was just like, no, don't come over here, be abused over there, stay over there, suffer. And she got mad at me at one point for even speaking my truth. For speaking my truth on TikTok about what I've been through in high school and how I had no real support, no real family, you know what I mean? She got mad at me and told me to take it down. I was like, no, you know what I mean? That's my truth. I didn't even expose what you done to me. Why would I take it down? You know what I mean? And it's just been wild. As of, what was it, yesterday or 2 days ago, she started trying to act like, after she told me I was disrespectful and I walked away from her, she started to try and tell me that, I stole her boyfriends and I hit up guys that she used to talk to, which was a complete lie. I was like, what? When did I do that? She started saying things like, just really horrible things. I blocked it out of my mind, you know what I mean? I cried after. Like, after it all soaked in, I really cried after. Because I didn't get just why she was doing what she was doing. And then I realized that it was because they see where I'm going. They've been leaving around alcohol and drugs and everything for me to consume, for me to rely upon in this time of abuse and detriment. You know what I mean? I never succumbed to it because I knew I was stronger than that. I don't need a substance to hold me up. That would be me relying upon something that's not going to be there forever. And when you rely upon a substance, you keep thinking over and over and over, I can't get enough of it. That's what it makes you feel like. Don't do it to yourself. Please. That's what I had to tell myself. Don't allow yourself to succumb to that, because you're going to keep relying on it over and over, and it's going to leave you feeling numb. Whether you have it or you don't, you have to get in the mindset of knowing that you are okay within yourself. You are the peace. You are the stability. You are the love. I had to realize I am the unconditional love that I seek. She was acting as if she wanted to fight me and was being held back and stuff by my granny, and my granny was joining in. My granny loved to see it. You know what I mean? She'd been trying to pull us apart. We're sisters. It's the worst thing to see my sister succumb to such a silly mindset of competition. What competition? When we're just sisters. When we're supposed to just love each other. It's all ego. The part of your ego where you feel like you have to battle. Like you have to get revenge. Like you gotta fight. Like you don't gotta do any of that. And I succumbed to that too. I started squaring up, acting like I wanted to fight because I was just so angry. I was ready. And then I realized, I was like, what am I doing? I told her, I was like, you really resemble Mummy. You're sitting there acting like Mummy, our mom. Somebody who was so negligent towards people's feelings and arrogant and just inconsiderate overall. I was like, you acted just like her in that sense. You seem just like her. And that's what really got her upset. And, you know, there's nothing I can do about that but show you, you know, yourself. Allow you to heal through that. Allow you to correct yourself through that. Because it's just simply the truth. I wouldn't lie to anyone. But I see, though, that what I go through is for a reason. It's all for a reason. And I allow it to happen. I allow myself to surrender. That's what you should do. Surrender yourself to spirit, to all that you deserve. Surrender. I surrender. I surrender to all that is for me. I surrender. But this was quite the journey. I am very appreciative for it, you know. It made me kind of sad to even argue in front of my nieces like that. Like, that's never a thing, you know what I mean? That's never a thing you want to do. That's never a thing. Period. Like, that's just never a thing you want to do. And I was trying not to argue, period, you know what I mean? I was trying not to. But it got to a point where I felt unheard. I was lied upon. It was just ridiculous. It was just ridiculous to see my family go against me collectively like this. I hoped, I wished that my sister wouldn't do it too. I wished for you not to. Because I loved you that much. I had that much love in my heart that I couldn't fathom my big sister leaving me out in the cold. I couldn't accept it. I didn't want to. But I see, and I had to. For the betterment of me. And I feel lighter. Although I miss my nieces, I will see them again. And I know I am loved. I know I'm worthy of love. I know I deserve that kind of love that is unconditional, where I don't have to beg and prove myself and suffer through it to make it known that I love you and you love me. No one should have to suffer for love. Sometimes you gotta just breathe too. Just to clear your mind, you know what I mean? Like, just breathe. Just let it out. Breathing is the key to, you know, being at one with yourself, being calm. That's the key to meditation, breathing. That's you being present within yourself. Sometimes we don't even breathe and be conscious, you know, and breathe and just... You gotta do that sometimes. And regulate your brain. Just relax and be present. I think that's a bus. That's a truck. I learned from that encounter. What did I learn? I learned that I really have me. I'm always gonna have me. And I'm always gonna remain unconditionally loving and intentional with my energy. positively. Because being negative with your energy, it doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't benefit you. It doesn't help you in any instance. If anything, it brings you down. Love yourself and everyone around you unconditionally. No matter what. That doesn't mean you have to accept BS. That just means that you're able to accept the BS for what it is and move on. As you remain unconditionally loving, receiving everything that you desire and deserve. You gotta know it. You got to know it. I love that song. I love that song. Because I really am loving and they're portrayed as hateful and hurtful when they know I'm loving. I wrote down a set of skills that I have. I am a healer. I'm able to make people feel safe. I'm able to make people laugh easily. I'm able to make people feel healed, safe, comfy. I'm able to celebrate people's wins and my own. I'm able to love everyone and everything unconditionally. I'm able to transmute energy. I'm able to speak my truth authentically. I am an influencer. I am allowing of others to feel vulnerable. I allow others to feel loved. I'm able to make others feel valued. And myself, I'm able to allow others to feel valid and be authentic within myself as well. I'm able to allow others to feel beautiful. I'm able to stand in my power. I'm able to stand in my authenticity. I'm able to express myself freely. And absolutely. I'm able to allow my creativity to flow. I trust myself. I'm able to remain a dreamer and optimistic. I'm able to share my compassion with myself and others. I'm able to attract kind, like-minded people. And I'm able to just listen and reciprocate positive energy easily. Those are really my powers. Those are my skills that I've really honed into over the last month. I said this month of January was really a reflection on how I use my energy and what I put it towards, you know what I mean? And I feel like it's really been benefiting me in my highest good, even though I've been, surrounded by such chaotic energies. And I adore that. I adore that. Because at one point in my life, I was not as patient. I was not as patient as I am now. I was not as kind as I am now. I was not as accepting as I am now. And I love the compassion that has come into my heart. It filled me up. And thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel like I'm just speaking and my truth is just flowing so freely and easily. You know what I mean? Like, that's such a good feeling. And I'm clairaudient, so when I do speak, I'm speaking right from my soul. Straight from my soul. It's all love. And I love this life. I do. It's full of plenty of adventure and surprise. Like, I love coming across like-minded people like me, like just funny and happy, free, you know what I mean? Knowing that you're free. And just being happy in that freedom, accepting it. Oh, and I'm so happy at this point of my life, you know what I mean? I keep saying this, but I'm really in full positivity with who I am now. I'm attracting everybody who is for me. Like, bad people can no longer even come into my life because I'm so protected by this positivity and, happiness. I've just been so intentional with that. But that's all that shows up, you know what I mean? And you know, if chaos does show up, or negativity in any shape, way, or form, is transmuted easily. Do you get me? I was trying to find my song. I don't think it's in this book. But yeah, it's cold, guys. That's the bench I was sitting on. It was cold. But yes, guys, freedom. Freedom is always a good thing to have within yourself and, you know, everywhere you are. You know what I mean? This is the place. This is M.I. That's where I'm going to volunteer and work. And it's going to be quite different for me. It's going to be different. I've volunteered before, but like as a cheerleader, doing stuff like, you know, bake sales and stuff, and we'll also dance too. But I've volunteered before, but it's different, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just haven't done it in so long that it's different. Oh my gosh, I just feel like just in such a goofy mood. But heading back home to my hood. Not my hood. It's a little cold out here. I didn't expect for it to be cold, but yeah, it did because it rained. But yes, guys, I think you can see right through my window. Let's see if you can see through my window. Did you see it? I've been seeing people watch me in my window, so right on the sidewalk. They come and stand on the sidewalk, and they be watching me. I realize that it's not that good to do about that. No, it's not. I can put a sheet on there. I've done it before, but come on, let's tacky, you know. I have to change in my closet. I have to change and hide behind my closet. Okay. I'm going upstairs. Hold on, guys. I'm back, guys. I got this scar from a spiritual attack. My aunt was in the room, and she sent me negative energy, and I burned myself. And look, she got sick immediately after. Can't make this up. It's exactly what you put out, you get back. You know what I'm saying? But it's like a C for like chosen one. It hurts, but it's healing. But anyway, yeah, back home. I'm about to do my hair, guys. I'm about to blow dry it, and I'm about to do those braids again. Those goddess locks, braids, goddess, you know what I'm saying? Those goddess braids. I think those were really cute, and I left them in for like 3 days, you know what I mean? It was bogus of me, but I'm going to redo them. Yeah, thank you guys for coming out and just on a little nature talk with me. Thank you. And I love you unconditionally, and I see you later.